Or what do you feel got left out? Is there something you
Oh,
feel?
a lot got left out.
Yeah, okay. What's your favorite story that got left on the cutting room floor?
Favorite story. I mean, one of the things that didn't get put into the film, in addition to the Citizens Council, there was another organization that Mississippi had called the Sovereignty Commission, which was a spy organization funded by the state of Mississippi. And they actually had spies in Oxford during the training. And they had been spying on Rita and Mickey, and they knew the number, the license plate number of the station wagon. And so in many ways, Mickey had been a marked man for the time that he had been in Mississippi.
Wow, that's an incredible storyline to be left on the infiltration of the work. I mean, it sounds so simple, and I mean, at the beginning, that's one of the things that you say. It's like you learn in the history books we all have these rights, and what you experienced is not everybody has these rights. And watching it, I always project myself, use my historical imagination, like, you know, who would I identify with? Would I actually go down there? And Judith, I know you're a civil rights attorney and you're an activist. When you watch the film, what are the parts that resonate with? Well, first, would you have imagined yourself going down that summer?
I would have. And I would have been the one who my mother would have been like, don't come back home. Yeah, I definitely would have been there.
Yeah.
Because I think that, you know, young people change the world, you know, and
The young people of the house.
You know, as someone, I was a student activist, you know, in college, but didn't go through what, you know, people like you went through. And that bravery is incredible. I was there in Mississippi last week or the week before also for the 50th anniversary. And just to talk to the veterans who had been there, who, you know, I asked them, why did you come? And some of them said, I was young and stupid. Others said, I came because I needed to help make this change. And so many of them said, it just changed my life.
Was it worth it?
Another group of brave people that I think of now were the parents. My daughter said to me recently when I was leaving for Mississippi a few weeks ago, she said, you wouldn't have let me go. And I know of only one person whose parents said, you've got to come home. And as a parent now, I think, how would I react? Because we really were in danger almost all the time.
But that actually leads to a very interesting question, given your last name, Kunstler. Tell the audience who your parents were, who your father was, and what kind of permission or legacy did that give you? Did you feel like you had a right to go down and be part of this?
I absolutely I got 100% support. My father was William Kunstler. He had spent a lot of time in Mississippi before the Freedom Summer. He came back with stories that I couldn't believe. I believed he was my father. I thought he was telling the truth, but I wanted to see for myself. So in 1962, I went to Tougaloo College, which is a historically black college, for the first semester of my sophomore year. And then when Freedom Summer came about, I don't even know if I asked my parents, because I knew they would be supportive. But my mother was also an activist, and they were both very active in a parents' committee